I was saying about praying and having faith and with no works. One thing my pops told, you know, he didn't even tell me. One thing I learned from him was that. A man, a few words. One thing I learned from my dad was faith ain't enough. Let me explain a little taste. Let me give you a little bit of. Let me give you a little bit of it, a little bit of that. What they call what's the word that I'm looking for? Let me give you a little bit of experience. A whole bunch of knowledge of how to hell a roadmap to a forbidden treasure. Ain't gonna amount to a bitch ass thing without action. Ain't gonna amount to a thing. Good times, hard times. I feel sorry for my sorry ass self sometimes. Whatever the fuck the time is. If you're trying to hit a target, you're trying to achieve a goal. Only thing gonna get you to that destination or get that goal achieved, or get that one little notch in your direction is your actions. What you are doing never mind. What I will say is this. Oh, you ain't gonna get that, huh? I don't think a motherfucker gonna get it. They ain't got it already, they ain't gonna get it. Scratch that. I'm gonna tell you this, though. I, personally, me, and from my experience, what I've come to find out is it's the lack of application. Having talent, having the want, having the desire, it's all cute. It's the work. So if it's the work, if it's the application, then why you not working? That's all I'm asking. The one famous question. Why are you not working? If you ain't working, if you ain't adjusting to dominate, go out and play in traffic at the busiest time, wherever you at. Just go out and play in traffic, a little taste. See if that don't get a bumper put up on you. See, that would also require application. Nah, don't go out and play in traffic. Don't do that. Do something productive, though. Besides, cry about it. Leave that to the babies. I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, 2000, it went crazy, 20s. They ain't really ceased to amaze me. I'm already crazy, baby. But I'm better than ever. And I ain't gonna let them forget it. And I'm gonna keep applying. Cause it's either or for me. We gonna barbecue. Fuck what that meal dude gonna do, you hear me? I'm gonna chef this shit up to the best of my ability, regardless of what I'm gifted with for ingredients. I'm gonna make me about a gumbo. Yeah. And add the flavor to it. You motherfuckers gonna have to eat up. Indeedy. Short, sweet, and simple is the kid with the dimples. He. Hey. You know, I ain't gonna get too religious. Like, I ain't gonna get all holier than thou. I can't go there. You know what I'm saying? For many reasons. Maybe we'll I'll go deeper into that conversation eventually on another day and another time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a person of faith. I have faith in a higher power. But I'm not a fool. I don't believe that faith alone is gonna be enough. I don't believe that if I just woke up in the morning and said, man, I have faith that everything that I need to get done is gonna get done. I don't believe if I sit in one place and made no moves that sheer faith is gonna. Like, I don't believe that. Like, I'm not a fool, but I'm a person of faith. I believe that with faith you gotta have work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you also gotta be prepared for that shit. So no, you just having the faith for some shit, and you gonna really reap what you sow. Just to sum it up, if you know, then you know. I mean, that's the only way to sum it up, man. You gonna reap what you sow. Whatever you plant is going to grow. So, hey, I ain't no motherfucking philosopher, but yeah, man. Hey, man. So you reapest, so you soweth. Hey, shit, man. Don't go expecting a motherfucking fruit tree to grow. And your ass planting. Oh, oh, diddly, 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 diddly. Ooh, diddly down. And your motherfucking ass playing, failure trees like a motherfucker. You want a money tree. Your ass planting debt trees. I mean, I don't know. I just believe you gotta take proper steps. With that faith must come a burning desire. It got to. Because, hey, man, they ain't handing out a damn thing. Shit, and I just know that from experience, man. Hey, they ain't gonna give you anything. Everything one must take. Shit. Everything you gotta take it, man. Shit.
Hey, you know what time the office opens?
10.
You need to let me in so I can buy energy drink. Not always, but right here at the side.
Yeah, give me a sec. Give me a sec, I'll open it for you. Give me a sec, I'll open it for you.
Okay.
Can I keep it all the way funky with y'all? I ain't want no parts of that shit, man. But I put it through the motherfucker. I went through the finish line. How else you gonna build character? Toughness. If your dumb ass ain't doing the shit you don't even want to do, man. That's what I was saying about praying and having faith and with no works. One thing my pops told, he didn't even tell me. One thing I learned from him was that. A man, a few words. One thing I learned from my dad was faith ain't enough. You're gonna have to have that burning desire as well. You don't have to get the hands dirty, man. Application. Hey, you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you do not apply it, you're just another motherfucking big head motherfucker with a bunch of BS in that motherfucking head. All good info. No application.
On one lash, I got rained on, but hear me out. Y'all bitches always saying pick me, but I could tell who was raised by side bitches. Let's really talk about this.
Next thing.
A lot of you women were raised by bitches who were side bitches. So a lot of the shit that y'all think is okay or think is cool, y'all think y'all mama do, but you don't know your mama or your grandma was a side bitch, so you think it's cool. Like, let me elaborate. You calling me a pick me because I spoke on some shit that y'all bitches know is true, but because I'm a woman and I said it and I'm supposed to have, like, I guess it's woman code, y'all got a problem? I don't even like you bitches. I don't give a fuck if I'm a woman. I don't like y'all. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all because of shit like this. Y'all never honest with y'all fucking stuff. That's why a lot of the shit y'all go through, a lot of the problems y'all have, and a lot of the emotional support that y'all need is because of y'all. Because y'all don't fucking be honest with yourselves. Literally, y'all bitches ain't done nothing but prove my point. And then y'all bitches always talk about, pick me. Bitch, your mama wasn't picked. That's why you think the way that you do. You've never had a real male figure in your life to really be real with you and tell you how men really think. Y'all be listening to these little ass boys that y'all think is y'all friends for real, and these niggas literally just be trying to fuck y'all. They don't tell you how men really think about y'all. The shit that y'all be doing, that dumb ass going back to niggas every single time they fuck you over or always calling these niggas with y'all business and advice, they be cooking y'all ass behind the scenes. Like I said, a lot of you bitches were raised by side bitches. Bitches that wanted to be picked. So y'all think the shit that y'all doing is okay. And I bet you if you go in the room right now and look at your motherfucking mama and see how her life turned out, you gonna listen to what I said and know that I'm right.
And nah, I don't want to just agree with the sister because it sound good because she go in the bat for the brothers. And the men all in the same. Nah. Not because of none of that. But because simply, it's just something right about somebody speaking up on something that's not right. And clearly, y'all love to go to bat for each other, even when y'all wrong as it can get. You ain't finna catch me going to bat for somebody, whether it's male or female, and they dead to the wrong, even if they my people. Not publicly. I still may stand by them or support them just because they my people. But I'm not gonna sit up there and try to justify some bullshit neither. They gotta take responsibility for the shit that they doing. I may scream free my niggas, but I know if my nigga did what he done, they may not free my nigga. I can't justify it. Oi, oi, your boy. Better late than never. Better late than sorry and never getting there at all, in period and in general. Hey, but man, when we sit at the table to do what we do, man, we gonna scrape the motherfucking plate. That's what we gonna motherfucking do, my good people. Yeah, it's a Friday, so I'm a little bit riled up. One of my first official motherfucking weeks with moving my rest day to Saturdays. That is correct. So I'm a little bit pumped up. Excuse and pardon me. Nah, don't excuse and pardon me a motherfucking thing, man. Hey, man, if you ain't gonna clap for you in the beginning, then shut the fuck up. Because you're gonna need to clap for you in the beginning. Especially if you're a motherfucker that's starting off not with the biggest motherfucking support system or fan base, however you want to put that shit, however you want to put it. If you not that motherfucker that got 1,000 motherfuckers behind you rooting you on to every little thing you do, and most of us just usually don't have that type of support, you're gonna have to learn how to clap for yourself in the beginning. You're gonna have to learn to clap for yourself. You're gonna have to learn to be happy for yourself. That's why it's important for you to set goals that you achieve. So that way when shit gets stagnant, and you feel like, man, I ain't going nowhere with it. Your goals is gonna help you gauge that. Your goals gonna put you back in motherfucking focus. At least mine do. And even though it's a week like this week where I ain't seen my motherfucking monthly or weekly or daily agenda in these few days, cause shit just been so hectic, making no excuses on that. It's a struggle for me. It's not my strong suit. That shit still be in my mind. That's the part that really, really works. Because since I wrote that shit down and for the past 3 or 4 years been struggling with trying to maintain keeping that shit up until I can hire somebody else to do it, and then I can stay on their ass about doing it and making sure that it's coming through on that end. But hey man, I could pick 1,001 reasons why I shouldn't be smiling, why I should be down, why I should be out. I could pull one out of the hat, read it off to you, and it wouldn't do or make a fucking difference as to where I'm trying to go. Because as I said before, in one of these hundreds of videos, where you going don't give a fuck about how you feel in this moment, the next moment, or the moment after that. Where you going don't give a damn. Only thing about where you headed and where you trying to go give a damn about is the effort that you put in to get to that destination. That's it. That's all. Yeah. Neither here nor there. We're going all the way around the world on these Fridays. We're going to touch up every piece of machinery. I'm talking about me. That ain't motherfucking been destroyed and somewhat semi-soiled. If it ain't soiled, we hitting that today. And we only got under 500 reps to do it in. Why? Because all back to what I said previously. That effort and that work I put in. Can't nobody take that shit from me. Especially when you take steps to make sure that it's standing on something firm. I'm standing on something firm. My past experiences, and continuing to always, constantly retweak the plan in order for it to be projected into the destination. Yeah. That's it. That's all. Time to go to work. Get away and all that type of shit. GBF Mafia MOG. Amped up, ready to do what I got to do. Cause now that shit seeming so clear, I can touch it, having dreams about being at my destination. Manifestation, they'd call it. But I swear it's the work. It ain't just seeing that shit, man. You gotta put in some motherfucking work, man. Yeah, Jackie.
Something and everything. I forgot they had barbecue and everything. They had
Pinkies?
No, it wasn't Pinkies, my nigga. It was on the corner. Nigga, they had chopped brisket sandwiches. Nigga, they had burritos. Nigga, they had like it was a store. They sold gas and everything. They had gas pumps.
Nigga, you might, nigga. Out past where?
Nigga on 4th Street. Like if you go out on 4th, before you go out on 4th, you gotta make a right to go to Pinkies and Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Because when you make that right on 4th Street, you know what I'm saying? Pinkies is on your left, on your right hand side, Jordans on your left. But right where you make that right at that four-way, on the left hand side of the street, is a store with a gas pump.
No.
And they got the food in there.
I don't know what
They used to
store.
have some good food too.
Nigga, all them little spots used to. I don't know what store you talking about, but I don't know none of them old places that didn't have no banging food up in there.
They used to they the ones. That's why Pinky's had started getting fried burritos.
Cause of that place.
They kind of really took their business. They like kind of mirrored what they was making. It seemed like
They had to, nigga.
it was a mom and pop store.
That's the name. That's the name of the game, baby.
Yeah.
If you got nigga, how I used to go back in the day when a nigga had work and he had a spot down the street from your spot, nigga. You gotta have some better work than him. Well, you know the other option. But if you got better work than him, they ain't gonna go to his spot.
Shit. That's fucked up though. Cause they's pretty alright, man.
They shortstopped on them. Had to have them.
They fried burritos was the shit though. They had them in they was the first ones that I seen with the baskets. You know what I'm saying? They dipped them hoes, and they had the fries and the certain. They had different.
Nigga, do you know how long ago that had to be?
Yeah.
Nigga, and you asking me, do I remember, nigga? We not the same age.
Nigga, but they was doing that shit, nigga, when you was.
But
nigga,
do you know how old I would have to be like young, nigga, like nigga 5 or 3 or something. I wouldn't have remembered that, nigga. I thought you was talking about like nigga 2000s. You definitely talking about like some 98.
I mean, I don't know. It might have been that too. Might have been before, but nigga, they dipping them hoes like.
That was coming out the grease with the motherfucker.
Now let's see. It had to be. It was probably at least about. I mean, at the least it had to be. And you say maybe 89, 90. If it was at least maybe a year or two. But,
oh yeah, nigga, 89.
But
nigga,
over that though, all the way up to. Nigga, I was still going to Bills on Ali Road before the other ones shut down. Shit,
I think that Bills right there was the best one. Was that not the best one?
Which one?
The one on Outerloo Road.
I mean,
to me, man,
entertainment wise, you know what?
The food was better over there, man.
It was the same food on Parkway Drive and with a game room.
You see, that's before me. That's before me.
I know, but they had video games.
Nigga, I didn't get to enjoy none of that. You talking about some shit I ain't get to enjoy. I'm talking about the food that over there.
All their food was the same though at every Bill's restaurant.
No.
Yeah, they had like
Hell
3
no.
of them.
Hello. Hey.
Hey, what you got doing?
I'm over here at Angel Malise.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nah, shit, I wasn't doing nothing.
Don't talk no more. I'm done.
Nigga.
I said, this is the it. This is the end of it. I said, I don't want no more. You said, and you was like, you sure? I said, yeah, I am.
yeah.
You waited like, because you were laughing, because you was like, nigga, that was just saying it straight out. You said, yeah, I am. But then I asked you, like, and then you had like 5 minutes after that. I said, nah, man, I told you I'm cool. You was like, man, you sure you cool? I said, dude, I'm straight.
Nigga, you took your little bit, and you jumped in the car, you took your ass home, nigga. I forgot what that shit was.
Nigga, I hit that shit. I hit that shit that next day. Cause I think it was a Friday when I came over there. I hit that shit that Saturday. I was out there early in the morning. Nigga, I was out there just listening to the birds and shit, nigga, and all the motherfucking
had you
natural
tuned
noise.
In, nigga. Had you
tuned the fuck in.
Tuned and tapped.
And that blunt lasted nigga about 3-4 days.
I don't know what it was though. I just not that long had it. I'm trying to remember what it is though. What that was.
That shit was that's that shit like the equivalent of that strawberry kush. I bet it's the same ratio or not too far off.
that's kind of fucking with me because I can't. And it wasn't that long ago.
It's a hybrid.
This right here is pie face. It's a hybrid too, but it's 60,
Yeah,
40.
but that shit more funny. Like
That other shit has you serious.
That shit right there is like, hey, nigga, you want to get in the car with me? We just go drive downtown in front of the police station and
yeah. I don't know what the fuck it was.
That shit ain't no paranoia.
Man, rest day, rest day, rest day, rest day, rest day, rest day, rest day. What the fuck is a rest day? I tell you what. If you consider yourself young, if you are underneath 20 some odd years old and not quite approaching 30, you might can afford a rest day. Or like a day off where you just totally don't move towards nothing and you just sit in place. I wouldn't recommend it for somebody in that age group. No, not at all. Wouldn't recommend that. Cause who's ever considering themselves in competition with you, they may not grant themselves that same rest day. Now they may rest on certain areas of it and focus on more exciting and fun parts of it, but they're not gonna take no rest. Cause they got somewhere to go, they got somewhere to be, they got a destination. They have cocked the bow back and aimed the arrow in a direction, and they steady taking action. If that one day, if that one specific arrow don't hit the target, they're not gonna be satisfied. And now you back in a familiar place. You back to being outworked. Happens to the best of them, I reckon. Happened to me. There's a lot of motherfuckers in position that I know talent-wise that they probably not better than me. Probably they not. It means a fuck. They outworked me. You steady trying to figure out, why not me? Why am I have all this, that, and the third. You not working, motherfucker. You know, that's what I got on rest days. You're not working, motherfucker. Because in the grand, in the whole, and in the grand scheme, you done had a lot of motherfucking rest days. Giving, and on some shit I shouldn't have to say, I ain't even talking about no working out shit. I'm talking about working towards where you want to be. You done took a lot of fucking off days. You done took your ass to work. You done work for somebody else. You done bust your ass at the job. And now when you get a day off, you want to decide to kick your motherfucking feet up and you not satisfied where you at? Cool. Enjoy your rest day. Enjoy the 1000th rest day that you have taken. Even though you didn't know you was taking a rest day when you was taking it. Does not fucking matter. Now that you do know, enjoy your rest day, people. Enjoy it. Because you're not satisfied with where you at. No, you're not. That's why you shouldn't award yourself a day off. even if it's you focusing on the fun part of it on your day off. Focus on something. Direct that arrow in that direction and make sure it hit a destination and get that feel good feeling today on your rest day. Do that. It was about like a year ago now. One of my coworkers, he seen me, caught me down bad. I had like my book bag and shit, and I had all my shit in it. And he was walking up on my car and shit. And when I got out the car, I grabbed one of my notepads. So I'm finna go in and shit, cause I didn't want to forget some shit. So I was trying to make sure I write it down or whatever. I actually think I was fucking with my planner or some shit. Anyways, it ain't no damn secret. Still in my work shirt. It ain't no damn secret, but shit, I ain't, you know, it's not my strong point, like with the writing down shit and all that shit and keeping that shit like together. I can admit that, but even though it's not one of my strong points, and not to go off on what my actual point is, even though it's not one of my strong points, I know it's necessary because I know it's only I feel like I'm only like a move or two away from taking whatever I'm deciding to do or whatever I'm putting my energy into. I feel like I'm just one little step off always. So anyways, I've been trying to stay on that shit so I can peep where that mishap is happening. So my coworker, I guess he felt like he was gonna make me feel away. Considering, I don't know, you know how like motherfuckers are like trying to like kind of like lightweight, like try to make you feel ashamed of like having some type of smarts or some shit. I've never been ashamed of that. And so he asked me, he was like, damn, what you got going on? What, you in school or something? Off the top, just off a quick response, I was like, yeah. Didn't take too much thought or no effort or nothing. I just hit him with it like, yeah. Actually, I am. I ain't in nobody's damn school, man. Not no institution that they done built up and we got to pay money for it. No. But I'm always going to be until they throw me in a box or burn me up. This physical anyways. I'm always going to be striving towards something. I don't want to just exist. So yes, I'm a constant student. I'm a student of life, especially of mine. Shit. Talent ain't never been the issue. It's been application, distractions, and indulging in things that are not gonna get me to where I need to be at, man. So yeah, when Buddy thought he was gonna be like, make me feel some type of way about like being intelligent about getting my goals achieved, man. No, you failed, buddy. I'm on the way up.
Okay. I came here today for a press conference. Let me make that clear. I came for a press conference. I didn't come for a protest. Yeah. I didn't. I come very peaceful today. Yeah. But see, I have a track record of taking it to a whole nother level if necessary. Mm-hmm. I want to say this now. If that white man ain't charged, I'm going to lead a real protest. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to be to the courthouse. Mm-hmm. I'm going to lead a protest to his house. Let me be clear with you, you punk. If I have to come back because he ain't charged, well, we will find you, and we will let you know what time it is.
That's right.
And so to all of the hillbillies that think what he did is cool, you come on out too.
You can catch this fade too.
Because you ain't got some scared to death Negroes with us.
Not at all.
We're a whole different breed.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. We're a whole different breed. I know what you're used to in this town. But if Quanell X come back the way I can and will, nah, baby, you ain't dealing with me like that.
I know that's right.
Do the right thing. Do what's right.
We will be back.
And bring charges against them. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your time. May God bless all of you for being here. We'll leave you in peace. Peace.
In June of 2022, Galen Morris had been sitting at home all day waiting on her boyfriend Andre Smith to come home because she hadn't seen or heard from him all day. This was something that had been going on for a while, so she became anxious and very upset and decided that she was going to go look for him to see if her intuitions were right. Now, after driving around for hours, she remembered that she put an air tag in his car, which is a tracking device, and it led her directly to his location at Tilly's Pub and Grill, where she saw Andre's car parked. She walks up to the window and immediately spots him sitting there with another girl. Then all hell broke loose. She started yelling and calling him out his name, then walks over to where they were sitting and began hitting on Andre and tries to pull him out his chair. The female Andre was with stood up to try to prevent from getting hit, but this only brought Galen's attention to her. She grabs a halfway full beer bottle off the table and swings it with all her might at the girl, but fortunately Andre managed to block her hand before the bottle connects. She then lunges across the table to try to get to the girl, but Andre gets between them once again. Now by this time, the manager asked them all to leave. Now Andre and his new girl had already ordered, so he told her to stay in and pick up the food while he walks outside with Galen to try to handle the situation. As he was walking her to her car, all you could hear her doing was cussing him out and calling him a cheater and all sorts of things. But as soon as they reached her vehicle, she started fighting and trying to force him to get in, but Andre wasn't having it. After the altercation ended, Andre walks back into the bar and met up with his date again, but by this time, Galen had lost it. She felt that if she couldn't have Andre, no one could. So she jumps into her vehicle and starts speeding down the sidewalk to try to hit the both of them. Luckily, one of the workers saw her coming and stepped in front of her car to try to prevent her from hitting Andre and his mistress, but there was no stopping Galen. She pulled around the worker and managed to just clip Andre's hip with her mirror, but the impact was so hard it knocked him to the ground. Now, he tried his best to try to get up and move out the way, but as soon as he made it to his feet, Galen had threw her car into reverse and backed over him, submerging his whole body under the vehicle. Everyone that was out there was screaming and yelling at her, trying to let her know that his head was right by the tire, and if she moved forward, she was going to run over it, but it was too late. Galen put that car in drive and proceeded to run over him again, dragging him under her car for several yards. One person said that at the time she ran him over, everything was so quiet that you could even hear the crunching sound of his bones. Now, once the car stopped, the only thing you could see was Andre's leg under the passenger side, and his head was wedged in between the tire on the driver's side. At this point, everyone was panicking and recording her, and you would think that Galen would have came to her senses and chilled out, but that wasn't the case. She hopped out the vehicle and headed straight to the other girl to try to attack her yet again. Now, amongst the crowd was an off-duty registered nurse that had watched the whole thing go down. So as soon as the chaos stopped, she ran over to try to help Andre. Once she got to him, Andre was completely unresponsive, but she could see that his eyes were still open and he was faintly breathing out his mouth. She said that as she was sitting there with him, she noticed that his breathing had become more shallow and intermittent, and within minutes, he completely stopped breathing. When the police arrived, they immediately placed her on arrest, and after examining Andre, he was pronounced dead. As of today, Galen Morris is being held behind bars at the Marion County Jail on charges of first-degree murder.
Then the cold part, if and when you go and you look at the comments, all of the women are making those justified comments. How you shouldn't play with somebody's feelings or emotions. Nah. Your feelings or in your emotions, pardon the stuttering. Your feelings and your emotions are your own to deal with. You usually notice and see the signs of, hey, shit may not be as it seems. So, as an adult, a full grown adult who's supposed to have full control of themselves, ain't no excuse for this type of behavior. And then, on top of all of that, with all of that shit being said, the people who actually stay in Indianapolis, they said they wasn't even together. So, she done all of what she done off pure emotions that wasn't even directed at the right person. That thing was over and she killed that man. R.I.P. to that man. Cold world.